Welcome back to our video series on how to customize our free motion graphics pack template for YouTube creators. If you'd like to follow along, you can download the link in the description below. Our next video in this series is going to cover how to customize transitions. Let's dive in. So let's go ahead and I'm going to expand our work area. And let's go ahead and zoom out just a little bit. And let's go ahead and select our transition one here. I'll drag that onto our timeline. And we'll scrub here and you can see that this transition comes on and then comes out. Okay, so that's pretty much it. So I'll hit play. Okay, so then let's go ahead and select it. Go to edit. You'll see the same notification right here that it's a responsive asset. And then let's go ahead and we're going to change this color. So I'm just going to paste, which I think is the gold I just had copied. Yep. And then let's go ahead and play that back again. Cool. All right. So since this is a responsive asset, what we can do is I can actually lengthen the time here, and it will stay paused on this blank screen, and then it will fade out. So there might be specific cases in your editing workflow where you need to have just a little bit of a longer pause. This will help you achieve that. And then same thing goes for shortening it. So let me just kind of shorten it. Since these transitions are already pretty quick, I don't know if you'll necessarily need to use the responsive function by squeezing the time or shortening the duration, but it really depends on your specific scenario. All right, so that's our first transition. Let's go on to another one. And I'm going to drag out at least 3 of these. Let's go to this next one. Same thing. It's a color. So I can hit change the color. And I don't know if you can see it on your screen, but there was some what looked to be some small gaps between these spiraling elements, but when you render it out, they will disappear. But in the preview, it kind of looks like there's some subtle gaps, but they disappear once the render kind of comes through. All right, let's go ahead and we'll customize this one. Just like that. It's also responsive. And I tried to make as many of these responsive as possible. I think that a few of them are not. So let's see. And this one looks like it is not. So this one is kind of a wipe transition. And this one comes with 2 different colors. So we can change this to be that gold. And we could leave this white if we want to, which I think looks pretty good. So just like that. And then the way I like to use these particular transitions is, let's say, I'm going to move this footage over, and let's say we're coming into the beginning of our video. So we're coming into our video and then we're ready to transition into our logo right here. So what I would do is I would take one of these transitions and I would place it right over the middle. So we're looking for that moment where the entire screen is enveloped with the transition, just like this. And that's right in the middle of the transition. So now we can go from this video footage, talking head video footage, and we can segue into the logo intro. So let's go ahead and see what that looks like. So something like that. Let's go ahead and try one of those others. So So I'll grab this transition. I'll just kind of place the middle of it, move the playhead, and then let's go ahead and play through that. So just like that. And see, it might be good to make that one just a little shorter. So let me zoom in on this, move the playhead over to the beginning, scoot this over just a little bit. All right, now let's play this through. There you go. So that's just a quick example of how to kind of use these transitions. And then we could even segue out of this. So maybe I'll take this transition, put it right above the middle of this. I'm going to need to scoot this one over a little bit. Let me zoom in. Yeah, something like that. Okay, so let's play through this. There we go. All right, that's looking pretty good. Okay, let's move on to some other assets. So we've covered our transitions. Let's see what else we have included. All right, next we have our looping backgrounds. Now that you've learned how to customize the transitions, watch our next video on how to customize the looping backgrounds.